Okay, Battle of the Ninjas. So we have Junichi Kawakami here, okay? Now he claims to be the last ninja or the last descendant of ninja, somebody who did ninja training. And then you also have Masaki Hatsumi, okay? You all probably know Masaki Hatsumi. If you don't know him, then, you know, welcome to the debate. But you probably may not have heard of Kawakami Sensei. But the two of them together, let's have a look at the difference in their claims and also maybe the difference in their styles. And what I'm looking for is some detailed comments from you guys below. So let's get into it and have a look through. Now, if you're unaware, my name is Anthony Cummins and I am the author of the Book of Ninja, and my new book coming up is Zen and the Samurai Sword. Now, here's the issue. There are two men, there are more than two men, but there are two main men in the world who are basically claiming to be the last in a ninja line. That means they've been trained by real ninjas from ancient times and the line is unbroken and that they are the last of their line. Now, there is a difference though, a big difference. Now, listen to this carefully. Junichi Kawakami, okay, who you'll see again in a minute, these are his students. Junichi Kawakami claims that he has been taught ninjutsu, but that it is not a type of martial art, it's not hand-to-hand combat. He claims that he has inherited a Koka system, Kokaban. For those who don't know, that's basically an area in Japan, a system of martial arts that he teaches because it's a family system. And that his ninjutsu is separate, it's not martial arts, it is espionage and fits in with the historical precedents. Masaki Hatsumi, on the other hand, has always claimed that his ninjutsu is both historical ninjutsu, like espionage, deception, but also a type of hand-to-hand combat special to the ninja called Ninpo Taijutsu. Now, some people disagree with this, but it's not true. It's 100% fact that he basically has always signed, or originally, signed certificates as Ninpo Taijutsu. In fact, his own certificate, Masaki Hatsumi's certificate, is literally named as Ninpo Taijutsu. So that leaves us with two men. One of them is older than the other, and Masaki Hatsumi has someone he says he inherited it from, and we know he did technically inherit it from Takamatsu Sensei, but of course the running thing is now that Takamatsu made it up and Hatsumi went with it, and probably Hatsumi knows it's made up. Now, Junichi Kawakami has no photographs, or he's not produced any photographs of the person he inherited it from. And as far as I'm aware, guys, there is no documented evidence for either of them to be able to track their lineage back. However, for Junichi Kawakami, this is much more difficult because he just hasn't let out his documents or what he's got, and he's never done that. Whereas Masaki Hatsumi claims from Takamatsu that they're all oral tradition, 9 schools, and they were written down by Takamatsu. So there is no historical trail because it's all claimed to be oral tradition. So what we have here, guys, is Junichi Kawakami clearly shows a lot of real ninjutsu. He really does. He's a very good researcher. I've met him, been for dinner with him and everything, and he's a nice man. And I'm not saying I believe him, guys. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe any of them. I call them claimants now. There's more than just the two. There's I believe no one, but I am willing to look at evidence. But so far, nobody has produced any evidence to support their claim. And if anything, I know Junichi Kawakami very much supports the idea that he's done a lot of research as well, and he's got access to most of the ninja documentation in Japan, and he does a lot of research from that. Now, I actually, as I've said in many videos before, I actually quite like Masaki Hatsumi's original martial arts before he went a little bit crazy. But there's some of the martial arts from Junichi Kawakami I'm not sure about, which is things like Kiai Jutsu and body conditioning, iron body type conditioning, very Chinese kung fu from the 60s. And I've never really come across anything like that before in the documentation. So there's pros and cons for both sides. As I say, I want to be very, very clear, guys. I don't support either, But I must admit, I do think Kawakami does a lot more of historical ninjutsu. But what do you think of their martial arts that you're seeing here and Hatsumi's martial arts? How do you think they differ? Remembering one claims it's Ninpo Taijutsu, but they've changed that to Budo Taijutsu now, but they always did. And the other one openly says this has never been ninjutsu. You let me know. If you're interested, my name's Anthony Cummins and I'm the author of The Book of Ninja, which is a translation of the Bansen Shukai, Japan's premier ninja manual. Get yourself a copy.